Hey guys. As I watched this video, I was like torn for a while and then I really thought about it and I kind of am leaning more towards the 1099 gig for work. I just would prefer the flexibility and I guess you could I guess you could say it's not as stable as having like a W-2 job and being like employed, but as Dr. TJ talked about in his video, he talked about how it's really like an illusion of stability, and I think that really struck because I was like, okay, jobs that have been considered like stable jobs like back in the day and like even like somewhat towards now, like things are changing, like a lot of things are changing, but like jobs that were considered like stable jobs that you would have for life now I just don't feel like have that like same stability because there are so many things like that are changing um the entire industry, like AI and automations and things like that. And I just feel like it's just not gonna be, it's just it would be more successful for me because I'm planning to have my um pilot's license and I'm getting my business degree. And I feel like kind of like if even though like or even though I wouldn't have like technically a stable job, like I would have all the credentials to pick up like gigs or work like part-time jobs while I'm working gigs to give myself a little bit more like stability for the future, just because things are evolving so much. I don't want to like risk it. I guess you could say you're risking it still doing the 1099 gigs versus the W-2 employees, but still with all the credentials that I plan to have, I hope I can still be like more successful than I would being like an employee at another company, say. And then okay, the next topic I wanted to talk about was automations and how they are kind of taking over the W-2 work like jobs. Um because again, things are evolving. It's obviously much safer for people in like big industries that Dr. TJ was talking about, like cars and stuff like that. But I just I have a feeling like in the future, like automation is going to find its way into not just those big jobs, but like little jobs as well, and like things like that. Obviously, there's still things that there's still jobs out there that literally like require like creativity and like like human thought, like human like process put into it, and like all that jazz. But I do still feel like there is going to be a much bigger takeover of animation, and it's going to kind of um how do I say the word? Like not like take away emotion from like all like the entire like business industry, I feel like, which is kind of sad in a way. Like I feel like that's sad. Some people think like it's just like better for the companies, and I do agree with that as well. But I just think that human connection is really important, and personally I feel like I wish things would stay the way they are, but that's okay. I'm excited to learn more and like get more involved with how things are going, and I really like this module for that especially. Um, the next thing I want to talk about is what role automation will play and what are the dangers, and where kind of like the whole like industry is moving. And I would say it's definitely moving towards more like hybrid models of human plus animation. It's just I feel like you still need that human interaction. You still need like ideas, like voices, like all the things that like go into your job and make it make it as good as you can make it. I think is really important, and just like using like knowledge and brains and research and things like that instead of just AI and automation. And I mean, obviously AI is taking over a lot, and it's taking over a lot of like oh, I also wanted to talk about how you said that AI can like the dangers of AI can actually like be repetitive in like the bias and like I know you brought up like what if you were a sexist, but there's so many. Once you said that, like I was like, what if someone was a racist? What if someone was like hated religion, like religious people or like a certain religious group, and like that just keeps getting like repetitive and repetitive and repetitive. It's just honestly not safe. I don't feel like AI, I mean, you said this as well, but I just don't believe that AI has like, it's not at the point right now where it could take over. I don't know if it will get there. I mean, take over. I mean like become more important than like human brains themselves. I don't think AI is more important than human brains themselves. I don't know if it'll get to that point. I pray that it doesn't, because then it kind of takes away from our unique value. They are programmed robots. So that's like the big difference. Like they're going to do what they're told, which one is great for companies, but it's great for companies. It really is, because they know exactly what they're going to get when they ask. But sometimes like you want feedback. You want to like you want ideas and like creativeness, and I just feel like the way things are going, it's getting very AI controlled, but I hope it makes a comeback. Like I hope like actual knowledge and like a thirst for knowledge becomes very important. And I really do think it will, because I really think in the future, we're like to get a job, like it's not going to be as easy, because it's not as obvious like, oh, like are they really smart at, or it's not as obvious when looking at like a resume or something like that, because again, everything can be chat GPT'd and stuff like that. But if you're looking at more of like your credentials, what classes you've taken, what your grades were, and things like that, like I think that will like kind of bring us back to earth and be like, okay, like we're all in this industry working together. Let's try to use AI in a way that will help us and not doom us in a way. Again, I think that the dangers are very scary, and once all those bugs are worked out, I think it might actually be a bigger role than we think, but I guess we'll see.